Welcome to Lesson 4 of the Porn Conversation Curriculum and Activity Guide. Today, you're going to learn about sexual orientation and identity. As you grow, you may develop romantic and sexual feelings for others and want relationships that go beyond friendship. You may notice that you have a crush on, or are attracted to one or more than one gender, or maybe even no gender at all. All these options are totally okay and are just part of growing up. If you haven't developed feelings for others yet, don't worry. Some people don't figure that out until they're older. Sexual orientation is about who a person is attracted to sexually. A person's sexual orientation is not a choice. It's something that's naturally a part of who they are. Don't ever feel pressured to figure out your feelings. If things feel confusing, find a trusted adult you can talk with. Everyone has the right to be comfortable and be accepted for who they are. Some people know their sexual orientation from a young age. Others may discover it later on in life. Sexual orientation is not a choice, and it differs from person to person. Although it seems that being heterosexual or straight is the social norm, or heteronormative, there is no such thing as normal sexual orientation. Here are examples of sexual orientations. Heterosexual or straight. A person who is heterosexual or straight is attracted to the gender opposite of their gender. Gay. A person who identifies as gay is attracted to the gender similar to their own gender. Although it can be used for any gender, it is commonly used for men who are attracted to other men. Lesbian. A person who identifies as lesbian is attracted to the gender similar to their own gender. It is commonly used for women who are attracted to other women. Bisexual. A person who is bisexual is attracted to people who are the same gender as their gender, as well as to the opposite gender. Queer. An umbrella term that describes individuals who aren't exclusively heterosexual. Queer folks view sexuality as a spectrum instead of a collection of independent sexual orientations. Pansexual. A person whose attractions go across many different gender identities. Asexual. A person who doesn't have or has limited sexual attraction to anyone. They still can develop crushes or romantic feelings for others, just not sexual ones. A person's sexual orientation is not the same as gender identity. Gender identity is who you are. Your gender identity is how you think of yourself and what you call yourself. This might be different than what others think you are. There are people who think that a person's gender identity is always matching with the person's sex assigned at birth. This might make a person feel uncomfortable or pressured to act, dress, or behave in ways that aren't true to them. Sexual orientation is emotional or sexual attraction to other people. Basically, it's who you may have a crush on or be interested in dating and may one day become intimate with. When talking with someone about their sexual orientation, make sure to use the terms that they use. It's okay to ask what labels people prefer when it comes to their sexual orientation because everyone prefers different terms, or sometimes none at all. It's always better to ask than to assume.
Yeah.
Some LGBTQ+ people may feel stress, anxiety, or pressure when it comes to their identity. These feelings are often out of fear that they won't be accepted by the people around them. Some may feel as if they have to hide their sexual orientation from others because being straight is seen as normal. Remember, when it comes to sexual orientation, there is no such thing as normal. And that understanding your sexual orientation can be a freeing feeling. Coming out is the process that LGBTQ+ people may go through as they work to accept their gender identity and/or sexual orientation and share it openly with other people. It's an individual choice, and it does not always happen the same way, or is simply not even an option for some people. Coming out is a Western concept that does not always benefit every individual. For some, it's empowering. For others, it may be unsafe to do in every type of relationship, like home, school, work, community. The act of coming out is often simplified to be a singular moment in the life of an LGBTQ plus person, but many experience it as an ongoing process throughout their lifetime. It's a personal decision how and when to come out. A person should never feel pressured to disclose, announce, or defend their sexual orientation. If a friend tells you about their sexual orientation, it's never okay to go and tell others, online or in person, without their consent. This is called outing someone, and it can be harmful. Not only is it violating their privacy and trust in you, but people who are outed can feel that a very personal part of their identity was revealed on someone else's terms. Being outed can be a very dangerous situation for LGBTQ plus people because they might have to deal with homophobia, transphobia, marginalization, or discrimination from their friends, family, and community. Everyone has the right to feel comfortable and to be accepted for who they are. Questioning your sexual orientation is typical. Humans are very complex creatures, and understanding yourself takes time. It's common to feel confused or even curious about your sexual orientation, but no one should feel pressured to label themselves. If you're struggling with defining your identity, remember that you don't have to have a sexual experience in order to know your sexual orientation. It's also possible to not be sure about your sexual orientation even though you're having sexual experiences. Just because you have sexual thoughts and crushes on someone of the same gender doesn't always mean you're a certain sexual orientation. It's also common to not be attracted sexually to anyone. The point is, some people know their sexual orientation by a young age, and for others, it may take longer. And there is no
Normal.
normal.